Welcome to Perfect Word Media. My name is J. Monroe Johnson, and today is Sunday, August the 3rd, 2025. The Alabama State, by way of Marshall County Courthouse, conspires with the banks.
Yes.
Cadence Bank of Gunnersville and Liberty Bank of Geraldine,
Yes, they do. Yes.
Alabama,
Yes.
to terrorize and to stress to death godly, disabled, widowed, elder, American citizens,
Yes, they do.
by way of vicious slander and violent sabotage, to steal millions of dollars in bloody land
Yes.
for Albertville City,
Right. Yes, they do.
Alabama, USA,
Yes.
a mafia municipality.
Yes.
I'm going to turn it over to King Sonny. He's totally blind. And if you don't know what that means, it means you should be grateful if you're not totally blind. I also want to add one thing before I turn the microphone over to King Sonny. These people, these white demons that attack my family, and we are the Leonard Skinner family of Northeast Alabama. My brother is the lead guitarist of the greatest Southern rock band of all time, Leonard Skinner. And my brother's name is Damon Rogers Johnson, and you can Google that.
Yes.
I am the Leonard Skinner brother. And these people that attack us, in part attack us because we retired the rebel flag in 2012 from all of our concerts, whether they be domestic or abroad. Because the rebel flag became, and it is currently, a symbol of hate. And it has to go. These people that attack us, they are vain, they are blind, figuratively speaking, and they're not polite. However, in the Holy Bible, King James Version, Psalms 40 verse 2, it says, in essence, and that means the sentiment of it, not necessarily the verbatim, it says, yet God gave me a firm place to stand after lifting me, J. Monroe Johnson, out of the slimy pit.
Yes.
Out of the mud and mire. Amen.
Amen. Yes.
Go ahead, King Sonny.
Thank you, Chief. As the Chief is saying this morning about Marshall County and Albertville City, the mayor, which, you know, the sheriff too, Phil Sims, two bankers, Margaret Lacey, Phil Sims, he doesn't mention them, and judges, and
Riley and Floyd on the
yeah,
judges, Honey on the mayor.
Mayor, yes, I needed to say
Let's
that.
be clear who these people are.
Thank you. And also,
They're liars, they're thieves, and they destroy people to steal land.
right. And the Alabama State Attorney General, Stephen Troy Marshall. They're all in this together. They're a bunch of retards is what they are. They don't care what they do, how they do it, or when they do it. If they see something they want they can make money on, they go after it.
Yeah, and let's say mentally disturbed on that. Please correct that.
Mentally disturbed, yes. Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Chief.
Mentally disturbed.
Yes. And the mayor, He wants that back pocket of his bigger. You know, because he's got the city of Albertville in a whole bunch of trouble in debt.
Yeah, now Home Depot's done backed out of their
Yes,
big
sir.
development deal. Home Depot, headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia, in essence said, we're not doing it.
Right.
Not doing what? We're not doing redneck crazy in Marshall County, Alabama.
That's it.
Home Depot is in the money-making business.
Yes.
And not in the killing elderly, godly German-American citizens for their bloody land business. They're not in the business to kill elderly people for their land. They're in the business to make money.
Yes.
And they don't want any part of this American Alabama judicial abomination.
Yes.
Go ahead, King Sonny.
Thank you, Chief. And if you notice, Stephen Troy Marshall's not running for re-election this time. He's not running for no seat at all. And the governor, she can't. She done served her term, which he, you know, got her wrapped around his little finger. And Albertville, you know.
That means he told her to back off.
Back off, yeah.
Because Brother Chappell went to Governor Ellen K. Ivey
Yes.
at the governor's mansion twice and then mailed her a certified letter, and she turned her back on Brother Chappell.
Yes, all
She
they was-
knew that they were endangering his life.
Yes.
He told them at the governor's mansion, it's on audio recorders. 2 Alabama state troopers were present, along with a representative for Governor Ivey.
Yes.
And he went down there twice begging for his life, saying that there's an imminent threat to human life.
Yes.
And that the Marshall County Sheriff's Department was the Marshall County Sheriff Phil Sims had already tried to plant narcotics on us, illegal firearms on us, and even child abuse slander on us.
Yes.
We explained what they did to a 10-year-old boy
Yes.
at the
Guntersville
State State Park Lodge.
Yes.
They abused a 10-year-old boy emotionally, yet of a sexual nature. And that is the Marshall County Sheriff's Department. And you might as well say the Marshall County Courthouse and Albertville City Hall and the Albertville City Police Department and Liberty Bank of Geraldine and Cadence Bank of Guntersville.
Yes.
This is the truth, and all of this started when the officials found out secretly for 5 years that Home Depot and Super Target Retail and other American corporate giant retail outlets were moving in directly in front of our property, known commonly as the Monroe compound of Albertville, Alabama, USA.
That's true.
And they moved to destroy us, attempting to sabotage us, to create unjust, forced bank foreclosure.
Yes.
They tried this again after the Supreme Court stopped them in case number 1051726, Federal Credit Inc. versus Greg Fuller. In 2011, a unanimous Supreme Court ruling that scalded Marshall County Courthouse and exposed their criminality.
Yes.
They used a jury-tampered verdict, an all-white radical Baptist jury-tampered verdict against my mother in a $5 million extortion scheme. We were worth $6 million at the time, and they extorted us for $5 million. And what they really got caught doing is the judges of Marshall County were caught robbing a 100% female-owned finance company.
Yes.
We owned 23 finance offices in 5 Alabama counties. We employed 36 full-time office managers, and we provided A1 plus financial services to over 3,500 customers.
Yes.
And they destroyed all of that.
Yes.
They sabotaged us.
Yes.
Because they raided us and robbed us.
Mm-hmm.
And then they came back to kill us, to steal the home office property of the finance company.
Yes.
Notice the sign on the roof. It says First Credit.
Yes.
That is a finance company. And we had to rename it because they bankrupted Federal Credit when they extorted us for $5 million cash. And they tried that in 2011. They waited 7 years, and they came back in 2018 to kill us. to steal the property.
They did.
Go ahead, King Sonny.
Thank you, Chief. Everything the Chief just told you right here is the God's truth. And when that down at Kay Ivy's office, all her little workers said all they wanted to talk about is the law she just passed, open bar for them.
Yeah,
Like they
look,
really
hold
needed
on, please. People, you're not explaining that well enough, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Let me have the mic real quick. It is recorded on audio recorders. Both times Brother Chappell met with Governor Ivy's representatives, they made reference to the fact that Alabama Governor Ivy was the first governor to allow open bar at Alabama state functions. That is my understanding.
Yes.
There's clearly something to this, and that means free-flowing alcohol and the taxpayers pay for it. However, you're going to have to pay for your own tips.
Yeah.
They're not going to use Alabama monies from the Alabama Treasury to pay for your alcohol, drinks, completely. You're going to have to tip the bartender yourself.
Yes.
Now, they'll cover the booze, but they're not covering the tip.
No.
So bring your tip money, because Governor Kay Ivy's got open bar in Montgomery, according to what we were told.
Yes.
Now, you may find out that she allows open bar, but you got to pay for the drink and tip. Whatever. They were not doing alcohol until Governor Ivy allowed it. So I'm telling you, there's something to that. These people are power drunk, and many of them are alcoholics. We've been told that. We've also been told by at least, I would say 8 people about Phil Sims damaging his brain on moonshine.
Yes.
And I'm going to let King Sonny explain that. You may even want to tell about the fact that there's an employee at Starbucks that even actually lived with him, but don't give her name.
No.
Here we go.
As the Chief is saying,